Yeah, what up YouTube? It's your boy Denali, aka Don Squally, back at y'all with another little video here. So today we are going to be installing a torque dampener for the engine, which kind of helps in relation with the engine mounts to keep the engine from moving side to side. So I got this kit off of eBay. Now from what I understand, this is an exact replica of the Stillen kit. Even though eBay doesn't provide you with any directions, I think I have an idea how to get it together. So what I'm going to do is just pull a few things off of the car here and show you guys exactly what is involved in putting one of these things in. Okay, so first things first, I removed my coolant tank, was just one, I believe 10 mil bolt just off of the top here. Then I went ahead and removed my power steering reservoir, just one flathead screwdriver to pop that pin off, and this should just slide off. And what you need to do then is cut 2 zip ties, and you're just going to need to move these wires out of the way for the time being to access 3 holes down here. Now you're going to be mounting this bracket right here is going to go, as you can see, the 2 holes down there is going to mount like that to the bottom. So what you're going to have to do is remove that one bolt right there, which is holding down the bracket, and then you have some hardware that this kit comes with in order to fill in those holes and keep this thing bolted down. So I'm going to go ahead, put the camera down, undo that bolt down there, and see if I can get this thing mounted in. Alrighty, so I got that one bolt out. Now the kit will provide you with some new hardware that replaces the old hardware. As you can see, it's a little bit longer, so that is going to help mount this bracket. Let me see if I can get this down here at the bottom, something like that. But obviously the bolt holes are going to have to line up, and then this wire right here is going to have to get zip tied up over here just to keep it out of the way. But we're gonna get to that once I get this all bolted in. So I'm gonna do that and get back to you guys. Okay, so I got that bracket in there. Now the biggest pain in the ass that I had is that these 2 back bolts here where no bolts came out of were pretty rusty. So I had to use a DeWalt hammer drill pretty much to hammer them in there with some WD-40 to get all the rust loosened up. So I got those mounted up there. So next up, what they want you to do is remove what you can see here is these 2 bolts. This is where you're going to be mounting the other side of the dampener to. So this top one right here, as you can see, there's a little bracket. That's actually a ground wire. They want you to remove that and then relocate it up here to the top. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to show you guys how to install that lower bracket piece and connect it to that bracket over there. Okay, so this is where I'm going to be connecting the ground. Now as you can see, if I do have the ground connected, it's going to kind of interfere with where I need to be. So I'm going to connect this ground last, and I'm going to go ahead and mount this side bracket, which is going to hold on the other side of the dam. Alright, so before we do anything over here, they want me to throw the bolt inside the dampener. So I'm going to go ahead and throw the washer and the lock nut on this side. Looks kind of tight, so I'm just going to throw it on and get back to you guys once I have it all figured out. Okay, so I got that bolt in. As you can see, I had to use a set of vice grips, so that was like the most ignorant bolt to get in so far. Now comes the critical part where you need to adjust the length in order to get this bracket proper. Now the way that it's going to work is you're going to take out that bottom bolt, and this bracket is basically going to go inside. Let me see if I can hold the camera like that. Fuck. Okay, take 2 is basically just going to hold this in that bolt and sandwich that up against here in order to make it solid. Now I'll show you guys a little bit what I mean once I get it on there, because right now I only have one hand. So I'm gonna put the camera down, show you guys once I get there. Okay, so that is what everything will look like installed. Let me just zoom in here for you guys. As you can see, I was having a hard time showing you, but that is what it is going to look like. Now you're going to use this mounting point here, this mounting point up here, and then it's just going to run along. Like, the clearances are absolutely amazing, to be honest. Like, barely clears everything, and then it is going to mount down to there. So that's what everything looks like. Now I was having a hard time finding install instructions on this, so hopefully this helps you guys. But what I'm gonna do now is put everything back together and show you guys what it looks like put together. So alrighty, so we got everything back together, and as you can see, the torque dampener is buried deep underneath there. Like, I'm quite impressed with the stealthness of this mod. Now, I have seen a couple applications online when I was looking for instructions to put this on, where people bolted it up to the top here and then across to the strut mount. You know, not a bad way of doing it, just it's right there and it's in your face, and the engine cover doesn't fit on top either anymore. So I'm kind of happy with how this turned out. Now, I was too excited to even get this mod started, so I didn't get the opportunity to get any before pictures or video of the engine rocking, but I'm gonna do some after right now. So I'm just gonna start the car up, let it run for a little bit, get heated up, and then I'm going to do a couple of revs just to show you guys how much the engine moves, and then you can, I don't know, compare it to what your car looks like. So I'm going to fire this beast up real quick and let you guys see what's happening. Any rocking there on startup, but what I am going to do is just let this run, heat up a little bit to the point where I can give it a couple revs, and then I'm gonna give it a couple blips to the throttle, show you guys if it moves or not. Alrighty, so everything's nice and heated up at about half temperature, so I'm just gonna put you guys down here, show you guys how much the engine moves or doesn't move. Well, that literally didn't look like it moved. I was just looking out of the window, and there didn't look like there was any movement out of that motor whatsoever. Now, I have to assume that there was at least some without that dampener. You guys rev your motors and let me know down in the comments if that was more or less than yours, but man, that looked pretty much solid to me. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this was one of the more nerve-wracking mods that I did. Now, I did do the plenum spacer, and surprisingly, even though I did have the whole top of the intake manifold off, it really wasn't nearly as bad as doing this, because I had like legit instructions that came with the kit, so I knew what to expect. I went over it in my head 100 times, whereas this, I just kind of winged it. I saw a few pictures, and the company that sent me this didn't actually have any instructions on how to put it on, so I wasn't even sure if it was something that I was going to be able to get done today, but I'm pretty happy. I don't even need to do any more of a follow-up. That looks like it's working absolutely mint. So you know, it's not that it's going to add any more horsepower, it's just going to help you put that power down to the wheels a little better by helping that motor, stopping the torque in the motor. So yeah, I guess that's going to be the end of the video. Can barely see that thing down there, man. I love stealth mods like that. So as always, if you guys enjoyed this one, don't forget to smash that like button. If you guys found it helpful, definitely let me know down in the comments section. If you guys want to see more and you're not subscribed, don't forget to click that subscribe button. I think that's about it, man. So with that being said, I am your boy D Nolly, aka Don Squally. I just want to say thank you guys for watching, and we're gonna catch y'all at the next one, man. Peace.